Buddha Shakyamuni, after he got enlightened, he came to the Langri Lungten. And then he was that time, the Maitreya Buddha, Gyalwa asked him, what is special about the Sawaymbu Nath Stupa? So Buddha explained that I think in the very early period, I think beyond the human record of human history, Buddha said there was a time when the people used to live up to 70,000 years. Their lifespan was that. And that time, the Buddha of that time was called a Tsuktor, or someone, the Tsuktor, Buddha Tsuktor Chen, Sangye Tsuktor Chen. And at that time, due to his prayer and aspiration of all the Buddhas, they naturally formed a lotus. And then on the lotus, the crystal stupa, about 1 foot, so I think 24 inches, the self-arising stupa came about. And the stupa was so holy that all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, gods, deities, all of them used to continually circumambulate and pay respect to this special stupa. But it was unfortunately not accessible for human beings because it was in a lake surrounded by the Nagas. So that time the Buddha Manjushri, the Bodhisattva Manjushri, out of his compassion, or one of his manifestations, is said to have cut the valley and made the path for the water to drain, so that finally only a small lake was left behind, and all the people were able to finally get the blessing of the self-rising Sawaymbu Nath Stupa. Human beings were able to get. And after that, it is said that this holy stupa was accessible to everybody. And then later, many of the enlightened beings felt that it was a bit too precious to be left behind like that. And then they built the outer stupa with the various earth collected from different parts of the world, various trees collected from different parts of the world. So they say that this Sawaymbu mountain has the various type of species of trees which is not actually found in Nepal, but is collected there. Anyway, this now the stupa that we can access and get blessing came about. And it is said this stupa has such a holy blessing that whoever does circumambulate here, whoever offers even a lamp, and whatever the aspirations that they made are always fulfilled. If you read the Buddha Sutra, so many benefit of respecting the Sawaymbu Nath Stupa. If you offer a cloth, in your entire lives, in lifetime, you will always be protected. If you offer a lamp, you will always have the wisdom eye. So anyway, there are so many kind of the blessings and merit from respecting this holy place. And also, the reason why we are doing the 13 Kora is because firstly, my gurus, His Holiness Gyalwa Drukpa's guru, His Holiness the previous Nyinjadh Rinpoche, I believe used to advise that if you do 13 Kora of this Sawaymbu, circumambulation of this Sawaymbu Nath, then one of all the negative karmas, the negative action that we have accumulated will be greatly purified, and one will receive a tremendous amount of blessing if you do it with a sense of devotion. So then, I think from my understanding, the number 13 is probably because in the Vajrayana, the 13th level is the level of Vajradhara or the enlightenment. Mahayana is the 11, but in the Vajrayana it is the 13. That's why the stupas also have the 13 ring. So anyway, so this is the tradition that has been there, and which I've seen my own gurus not just talk about it, but they themselves have done 13 Kora numerous times, many times, but very secretly, because they do not want to, they did not at that time wanted to kind of broadcast the good practice that they are doing. They want to do it very humble and very, in a very humble way.